very adeptly. And it's been a great start to the evening's entertainment, John, hasn't it?
Terrific first set. The averages dropped slightly towards the end. Beaton 99 and Hamilton 97 at the break, 98 rather at the break. But that's impressive with the double start. Seems incredible to me that I remember
32.
Commentating on Phil Taylor in 1999, averaging 100 for the tournament in the second staging of this event in Rochester. We're talking about players averaging in the 90s just for one match. Rather's impressive. It does make you realise how good the power has been for a long time. But he won't be winning this tournament this year, we know.
Yes, after Phil Taylor's demise last night, we will have a new name on this
85.
trophy this year.
Yes, Steve Beaton, 5 out of 6 hits in the first
93.
set, getting off on the double. And he was very impressive with the finishing doubles until towards the end. But he made it, he got over the line eventually.
40.
That's what matters more than anything.
The winner of this tie will play either Adi Lewis or
140.
Michael van Gerwen.
Yeah, that's our third game tonight. Everybody's looking forward to that one.
96.
Reckoned to be
And
the
he
match of the
required
night.
109.
That's with no disrespect to the other fine players who are coming onto this hockey, but it does have a certain something about it that spells excitement. Good dance
shot
from
in the first
Hamilton.
leg.
Steady, sure,
Second leg is Stevie
109,
Fernandez.
picked
Him
up
on.
like plums. Beautiful.
Well, not much gets under Andy Hamilton's skin. That's how he's been so consistent this year. Steve Beaton amazes us all by failing to get away with his first three.
Another impressive start from Andy Hamilton. Getting off at the first visit is important. Not necessarily the first dart, though that is
32.
generally what is most desired. And in the first round game, Andy Hamilton actually got off 8 out of 9 times from the first visit, beaten 7 out of 8. So both
96.
these lads know what this particular tournament's about. It's about getting scoring as soon as you can.
84.
And I think they've maintained that in this match so far, Rod, don't you?
Very much so. You'd fancy a following dart.
100.
And Andy Hamilton clearly fancied a following dart. Hence the anguish. Steve Beaton, the smooth as silk, he has promised that if he reaches
46.
the final, he's going to give it the full Saturday Night Fever treatment and turn up in a white suit a la John Travolta from the late 70s. That will be a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, yes.
$137.
The final could be a step closer if he can win a couple more sets. And with darts like this, who's to say that he won't, although this leg probably beyond him, particularly as the 180 lands him on a bogey. Couldn't do anything about it.
Well, choice of double for Hamilton, and his choice is double top to make it 2-0 in the second set. And that's exactly what he's done.
Second leg. Andy Hamilton.
Well, he has just
Third leg is Andy
shrugged off the disappointment of losing the opening set as a minor irritation rather than anything more, and looks like levelling the match.
Yeah, he's very phlegmatic, isn't he? And perfect temperament, really, for a professional dart player. Unfussed. And almost in a sense, I know that he gets annoyed when he loses, but almost takes success and defeat in the same stride.
160.
Interesting little chat with Andy Hamilton at breakfast the other morning. He's coming up to Manchester to play on our log end board there next month, and I was telling him all the intricacies of what he's got to expect on that occasion. And, I'm looking forward to that night. I'm going to be emceeing it myself on bonfire night of all nights.
85.
Well, that will be even more complex than this. Don't start trying to explain.
No, I shan't. Going for the 19s first, with a view
99.
to possibly landing on a finish, but 210 means it's a little way off yet. And that's unlucky. I fancied that, and I think his expression suggests he did as well. Just nudged into the 5 and not really helping his cause.
Well, the first set ended up a nip and tuck affair, which went to the final leg. Hamilton threatening to turn this one into a
84.
whitewash. He is playing catch-up in this game. Set down.
100. And you
So
require
126 for Hamilton,
126.
and with Beaton waiting on the 111. His eyes will tell you. Now needs treble 19 for the bull. So Beaton in with a shout of breaking throw here and staying in the set.
86.
He's got to take this out. One feels 111. 91.
Well, he wanted 50, one of them, with the treble 17 to lead tops. He hasn't done that.
70. And you require 40.
Now, Andy Hamilton for the set. Wants his favourite double top, the familiar metronomic swing of the pendulum.
In shot the
The
second
double
set.
top levels the match. Andy Hamilton with a clean sweep in the second set makes it 1-1 in a race to 3.
Well, Rod, in that set, Andy Hamilton maintained his 98 plus average, and Beaton's came down from 99 by 9 points. Hamilton maintaining his form of the first set, Beaton unable to.
56.
And I think even that stat alone will probably indicate why Hamilton is at number 7 and Beaton isn't.
100.
Far more consistent individual. And that's not being unkind to Steve Beaton. But he does set himself, Hamilton, extremely high standards, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's so much more mechanical. It's almost a manufactured throw
66.
from Andy Hamilton, which shouldn't break down. It did there, but everything is a mechanical movement. Beaton is far more natural, isn't he? He's a natural chucker of a dart.
Yes, and all the more attractive to watch when they're going in, of course. But Hamilton, so methodical, as you say.
100.
Tons of plenty.
It's all based on a muscle memory for Andy Hamilton. He just repeats the mechanic over and over and
55.
over again. And here's the way Steve Beaton, smooth as silk.
Yeah, no movement apart from that in the arm. Any other part of the body. And that's total stillness.
96.
We amateur
Steve
dart
Rockwell,
players, and I'm as
170.
amateur as amateur can be, try and emulate them, you know, but it takes a lot of practice to do it.
82.
Steve Beaton has left himself a 2-darter here, but Andy Hamilton could put him under some considerable pressure, especially if he can put a nice little nestler alongside that one. Yeah, well, only 96, so both on a 2-darter, John.
this big 18. Oh, dear, dear, dear. And
72.
that gives Hamilton half a
And you
chance
require
here.
87.
He might have to go via the bull route, but if he hits this treble 17, then it could be fun. Now then. That's made Beaton pay. That was a big, big miss from Beaton when he missed that big 18. Now, admittedly, he'd have had to go for bull had he hit it. There's no guarantee he'd have struck the bull, but at least he'd have had a chance. And Hamilton made sure that he didn't get one in the end.
Better to have a slim chance, John, than no chance.
60.
You're dead right, Rodney. Now, that assurance, that authority, that
40.
accuracy of the first set in particular on that starting double, beginning to desert Beaton.
And the accuracy on the treble 19 certainly not deserting Andy Hamilton.
Not two hammers. I can't believe there's another hammer, another
100.
Henry VIII look-alike.
Well, there is this gentleman's darting doppelganger, and he's certainly upping his game, Andy Hamilton. Lesser players, John, and less
99.
confident players would have become downhearted and frustrated by losing that first set 3-2. Not Hamilton on this form.
140.
That's right, a genuine threat. Whoever wins this game, as you say, plays the winner of Lewis and Van Gerwen. So, a lot of good darts to be thrown
96.
before even the semi-final can be reached, never mind the final itself.
Yeah, good darts from
135.
Stevie Beaton.
And you require 110.
Well, he's back to that 86, John. I bet he won't make the same mistake of missing the big 18 if he gets a stab at it this time. But will he get a stab at it?
May not.
Double 16 says he will not.
78. Stevie requires
78
86.
scored, almost a lot. Now 86, good dart. Double 16, double 8.
70.
Oh, so close, Rod.
And you require 32.
So close now. Hamilton for a 2-0 lead and for a 5th leg in a row. Beaton hasn't won a leg since that last one in the first set. And he hasn't won that one. 5 in a row to Hamilton. Steve Beaton has got to get away here.